This transformation routine is brought to you by Otter Tunes Radio, specializing in showcasing the original work of independent artists, and by viewers like you. If you like what we do here at the Transformation Parlor, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Hi, I'm Oren Otter, and this video is intended by using the power of suggestion to transform you to your own senses into an octopus. Before we begin, I would just like to remind everybody that going into trance is an acquired skill. Not everybody is going to have the same results. So, if you don't get the results you want from listening to this routine, I invite you to go back and listen to it again. You may also want to use an induction routine. You can even run them together, clipping off the beginnings and endings so that they run together seamlessly, so that you can go more easily into trance. For those of you who have any misgivings about hypnosis, I would like to assure you that it's as safe as sleep. I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. I wouldn't do that anyway. I won't make you forget anything, and I won't try to make you my slave. You're going to be in charge of yourself the entire time. And if at any point you don't like what I'm doing, you can stop the routine then and there. I'm going to be leading you into a state of deep relaxation. So I would like you to be either sitting down or laying down in a position where your head is supported. If you feel the need to move about, to scratch an itch or whatever, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just try to lie as still and as quiet as you can, and just let my words do all the work for you. Now, if you're ready, we'll begin. I would like you to start by focusing on your toes and making sure that each toe is as relaxed as it can possibly be. Starting with a little toe on each foot and moving gradually inward, just checking to make sure each one is as relaxed as possible, just letting all the muscles go completely slack, letting them feel completely at ease, completely at peace, as you relax every muscle. And as you do that, you're going to notice a warm, pleasant sensation coming from underneath your toenails and rising up through each toe toward your foot. It's a very pleasant sensation, just like dipping your toes into a nice warm bath. It's very relaxing, and wherever that warm, pleasant heat goes, you can feel all the muscles letting go of all the stress, letting go of all the tension, just letting everything go, letting all the muscles unwind, just feeling so very good. And as you continue to relax, you'll find that that warm, pleasant sensation is coming up into your feet, penetrating the soles, just making everything feel so good, making the skin on the soles of your feet go supple and relaxed, just feeling so very good as that warm, pleasant energy permeates your feet all the way down to the bones, all the way right up to the ankle, just making everything feel so good, so completely relaxed and peaceful. And you can feel that warm, pleasant energy coming up past your ankles now, coming up into your shins. It feels as if you're stepping into a nice, warm hot tub, just making all the muscles relax, just feeling so very good, so completely at ease, letting go of all the stress, letting go of all the tension, feeling absolutely wonderful as that warm, pleasant sensation permeates your legs all the way down to the bone, coming up into your calves now, all the way up to the knees, just making everything feel so very good. And now you can feel that warm, pleasant energy coming up past your knees, just feeling so very good, so very peaceful and calm as that pleasant warmth comes up into your thighs, making all of the muscles in the thighs relax, penetrating all the way down to the bone, just feeling so good, so very relaxed as all the stress and all the tension of the day just melts away, leaving everything feeling so very good as you just relax and listen to the sound of my voice, letting my words create your reality for you. Just feeling so good as that warm, pleasant sensation comes up into your groin, making all of the muscles at the bottom of your torso feel good and relaxed, coming up into your buttocks now. It feels as if you're lowering yourself down into that nice warm pool of water. It just feels so good as you let go of all the tension, let go of all the stress, just let go of all your cares, feeling so good, so very peaceful as that warm, pleasant energy comes up past your waist, up into your stomach area, up into your lower back and your lateral obliques, just making everything feel so good as you continue to lower yourself into that nice, warm pool of water. It just feels so very good, so very pleasant as that warm, pleasant sensation comes up into your chest, leaving everything feeling completely calm, completely slack and at ease and relaxed. And now you're starting to feel that warmth build in your fingers, as if you're dipping the tips of your fingers into that warm, pleasant pool. You can feel the warmth rising up into your fingers, making all of the muscles in your fingers relax, just feeling so very good, so very peaceful and calm as that warm sensation comes up through your fingers, past your knuckles, up into your hands, just making everything feel very, very good. It feels so good as the warmth makes all of the muscles in your hand just let go and relax, letting all the stress of the day melt away as it permeates your hands, coming up into your wrists now. That warm, positive energy is climbing up into your arms. You feel as though you're going deeper and deeper into that nice warm pool of water as all of the muscles in your arms let go and relax, just feeling so very good, feeling absolutely wonderful as you continue to relax and just listen to the sound of my voice, letting my words create your reality for you as you continue to lay back and relax and sink deeper into the nice warm pool of water, letting the warmth come up into your upper arms now, making all of the muscles in your arms just completely relax, letting go of all the tension, letting go of all the knots, all the stress, all the cares, just feeling so good as they completely unwind and just go completely slack, feeling totally at ease. That nice, warm, pleasant sensation comes up into your shoulders now, and it joins up with the warmth in your torso, making the muscles of your chest relax, the muscles of your upper back, the muscles in your shoulders, all of the little muscles in your rotator cuff just feeling so very good, so completely relaxed as you continue to sink deeper into that wonderful warm water, just being filled with its warm, pleasant energy. You sink deeper, letting that warmth come up to your neck, making all of the muscles in your neck feel so very good, so completely relaxed as you continue to feel better and better. And as the warm, pleasant water comes up toward your face, you don't feel nervous at all, because you know that this is special water. You'll be able to breathe no matter how deep you go. And so you can go ahead and let yourself sink as deep as you want, and let that warm, pleasant energy come up into your chin, into your cheeks, and into the area around your mouth, making all of the muscles in your lower face relax, all of the muscles in your cheeks, around your mouth, and around your ears, just feeling so very good as you sink deeper and deeper, letting that warmth come up to your cheekbones, making all of the muscles around your nose relax, and all of the muscles around your eyes. Continuing to breathe deeply in this special water, just feeling so very good as you sink lower and lower, letting that warmth penetrate your brow and your forehead, all the way to the top of your head, just feeling so very good, so very calm and peaceful, everything just feeling completely wonderful and relaxed. None of your muscles are doing any work now, except for the ones which you're using to breathe. And as I said, this is very special water that you're sitting in. No matter how deep you sink, you'll never drown. You'll always be able to breathe. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in, bringing in more of that warm, positive energy. Breathing out the last remnants of stress and tension, leaving everything feeling so very good, so completely relaxed, as you just let yourself sink deeper and deeper. Each time you breathe in, I'd like you to go ahead and open your eyes, and each time you breathe out, go ahead and close your eyes again. And each time you breathe in, you'll notice it's just a little bit harder to open your eyes. It feels almost as if you have little weights being added to them each time you open your eyelids. And each time you breathe out and close your eyes, it's just a little bit easier to let them close. Breathing in more of that warm, positive energy, opening your eyes just a little bit less each time. Breathing out the last remnants of stress as you let your eyes close a little more easily. Breathing in more of that warm, pleasant sensation, letting your eyes open just a little less. Breathing out the last remnants of stress, just feeling so very good as you sink deeper and deeper into that wonderfully relaxing state of trance. And if you'd like to go ahead and close your eyes, you can go ahead and do that. Just close your eyes, let them lock shut, because it just feels so good to let go and completely relax. Just sinking deeper and deeper as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice and let my words create your reality. Just feeling better and better, feeling so very good as you continue to breathe deeply in, breathing in more of that warm, pleasant sensation, and breathing out all the last little molecules of stress. Just feeling so very good as you continue to breathe so deep, sinking deeper and deeper as you continue to listen to my voice. And if you'd like to try to open your eyes, you can try, but you'll find that they're not going to open because it just feels too good to relax, to completely let go, let all your muscles go totally slack as you just sink into this warm, pleasant water and listen to the sound of my voice, letting my words control your reality. Just feeling so good as you sink deeper and deeper into trance. And you're doing very well now. You've gone deep into trance already, and I'm going to help you go even deeper. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. With each number I count, you'll be able to sink even deeper into trance. When I reach 1, I'll snap my fingers and say sleep. And when I do this, you'll find that you're able to go instantly and effortlessly even deeper into that wonderful state of trance. Each time I snap my fingers and say sleep, you'll be able to go even deeper. Here we go now. 10, sinking deeper. 9, deeper with each number I count. 8, going further and further into trance. 7, drifting down into that warm water. 6, still breathing just fine. 5, going deeper the better you feel. 4, feeling better the deeper you go. 3, further and further down. 2, almost there now. 1, sleep. You're doing very well now, going further and further down into that wonderful state of trance as you just listen to my voice and sleep. Feeling so very good as you sink deeper and deeper into that wonderfully warm pool of water and you sleep, going further and further down, feeling better and better the deeper you go, just listening to my voice and letting my words create your reality for you as you sleep. You're doing very well now, going so far down into trance as you just drift down into that wonderful state of sleep, further and further down into that marvelous sleep, that deep sleep, deep, deep sleep, very deep sleep. You're doing very well, feeling so very good as you've gone almost as far as you can go. And I'm going to help you go even further, but to do that, I'm going to need to wake you up out of trance for just a moment. So I'm going to count up from 1 to 5. 1, coming up out of trance now. 2, a little further awake with each number. 3, becoming aware of your surroundings. 4, open your eyes again. 5, fully awake, still feeling very good, still feeling totally relaxed, totally calm and peaceful. Just go ahead and stretch out your muscles if you need to. Change positions if you like. Just go ahead and make yourself as comfortable as possible as we head back down into trance now, going 10 times deeper than before with each number I count. 10, going back down again. 9, still feeling so very good. 8, drifting further and further down. 7, further and further with each number I count. 6, going 10 times deeper than before. 5, feeling better the deeper you go. 4, going deeper the better you feel. 3, just taking deep, long breaths as you feel so good. 2, feeling completely relaxed, completely peaceful. And 1, sleep. That's very good. You're drifting so far down into trance now, so far down into this wonderfully warm pool. Sleep. Doing very well, feeling so very good as you sink deeper and deeper, 100 times deeper than before, just listening to the sound of my voice as you sleep, going further and further down, almost all the way to the bottom now, as you just listen to my voice and sleep, going into that wonderfully deep sleep, that deep, deep sleep, going all the way down to the bottom now, into that deep, deep sleep, that deep, deep, deep sleep. You're doing so very well now and feeling so very good, just laying back in this warm, deep water, taking deep breaths, not having any trouble breathing, because this is special water. And as you enjoy the warm, pleasant feeling of the water, all clothing that you may be wearing begins to disappear, vanishing away, going back where it belongs, back to its dressers and its closets, leaving you completely nude and yet unashamed. You have no reason to be embarrassed. Clothing is for humans, and you're not going to be a human much longer. Once your clothing has completely disappeared, you notice a change happening in your toes. Your toenails are becoming soft. They're changing into the same tissue as the rest of your skin. They seem to be melting away into the rest of your toes. Your toes themselves are beginning to shrink, becoming smaller and smaller, disappearing into your feet. And your feet, likewise, are becoming smaller and smaller. All of the bones in your feet disappearing, being reabsorbed into your body. The muscle tissue, the fat, and the skin just getting smaller and smaller as it becomes part of your lower leg. Your lower leg is now undergoing the same change, becoming smaller and smaller as all the tissues get reabsorbed, first the bone and then the muscle, the fat and the skin, the nerves and blood vessels, all shrinking away, becoming part of your upper leg. And now your upper legs are starting to shrink too, getting smaller and smaller. Your bones vanishing away, your muscle and skin, all the tissues of your legs just getting smaller and smaller, turning into little nubs, and then nothing more than lumps, and vanishing completely as they're absorbed into your hips. Your legs are completely gone now, but this doesn't bother you at all, because you're going to have new limbs in just a few minutes. The changes that happen to your toes are now starting in your fingers. Your fingernails are softening, changing into regular skin as they become absorbed into your fingers. And your fingers themselves are starting to shrink now. The outermost joint melting away, becoming absorbed by the rest of your fingers. The middle joint disappearing, becoming smaller and smaller, and now the rest of your fingers are vanishing into your hand, the bones being absorbed, the muscle, the skin, everything just shrinking away into your hands. And now your hands are starting to shrink as well, the bones vanishing away, getting absorbed into your bloodstream, everything just continuing to shrink, becoming smaller and smaller, vanishing away into your wrists. And you're not worried at all about this, because these are not the limbs that you want. You know you'll soon have new limbs, but first we have to get rid of these old ones. And so your lower arm is shrinking away. The bones are gone, and the muscles are shrinking up into your elbows, taking the skin and the fat with them. All the tissues of your lower arms shrinking away, going up into your elbows, disappearing entirely. And now your upper arms are shrinking away as well, your arm bones disappearing, and the muscle and the skin getting tighter and tighter, becoming just tiny little nubs, and then just little bumps, until they're no longer detectable at all. They've disappeared completely, and it feels good, because you know those aren't the limbs that octopi are supposed to have. And now you can feel changes happening inside your torso. Your spine seems to be melting away, becoming softer and softer, becoming like jelly, until it's absorbed into your body and disappears completely. Only your hip bones are left. Your shoulder blades are disappearing. You no longer need those. And your ribs are disappearing as well, becoming softer and softer until they just melt away like butter. Your collarbones are also vanishing, being absorbed by the rest of your body. All that's left is your hip bones, and they're changing, getting smaller and smaller, changing into a tiny little fragment of shell situated inside your lower back. That's all the hard tissue that an octopus needs. Your entire torso has become completely amorphous, and that's just fine. Even your anus and genitalia have disappeared, and yet 2 new structures are forming on either side of your neck. These are what you'll be using to breathe now. So go ahead and take a deep breath through the siphons in your neck, breathing in and breathing out as the transformation continues. Inside your head, your skull is beginning to vanish away, becoming softer and squishier, being absorbed by your body until your entire head becomes amorphous. Everything except for the jaws. They're the only bones that are left now. Your entire head becoming squishy and shapeable. Your ears are disappearing, vanishing away into your head. Your hair is disappearing completely. Your eyes are now moving to the top of your head and becoming large and bulbous. You can feel your jaws changing shape, becoming harder and sharper, changing into the parrot-like jaws of an octopus. Your jaws have transformed into a large, predatory beak, and this beak is a formidable weapon. But the change isn't finished yet. The best part is still to come. Your nose is melting away. It's no longer needed. And your mouth is starting to change drastically. 2 small bumps form right under the location where your nose was, and they begin to grow outward, becoming longer and longer. And 2 more bumps formed just outside of those, and they too become longer and longer. Another 2 bumps form beneath your bottom lip, starting to grow just as the other 4 did. And finally, another 2 on the outside of the lower lip, becoming longer and longer. All 8 tentacles snaking out further and further, growing longer and longer, easily a foot long each, growing longer and longer. And it feels so very good to have these 8 new tentacles as they continue to grow, becoming ever so long, becoming the size of your entire body, and even longer still. Your torso now seems very small in relation to these 8 long tentacles. And on the undersides of each of those tentacles, suckers are beginning to form. Little cups that will enable you to grab and hold on to anything. And as the tentacles finish growing, each of the bases becomes connected to the ones next to it by a fold of skin, almost like a living fishnet, just perfect for catching prey. You're an absolutely amazing creature now. Everything that's happened to you seems like a vast improvement. And you find that you're able to control your entire body. You can change the width, the length, the shape of your arms, your torso, your head, any part of your body, just by thinking about it. You can even change the color of your skin to be red or black or purple, polka dotted or striped, whatever you wish. The control you have over your body is absolutely astounding. And should it prove necessary, you know that you can also shoot out a stream of ink to confuse your enemies and make a quick getaway, because you are an octopus. And knowing this makes you feel glad, because an octopus is an awesome thing to be. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you'll see an octopus looking back at you. And when you look away, you'll remember seeing the eyes and tentacles of an octopus. You'll find that your taste in food now centers around fish, crabs and scallops, clams, oysters, and shrimp. All of these things just sound so delicious to you because you are an octopus. You are an octopus. And other people might try to tell you that you're still a human, but you know that you're an octopus, and it makes you happy to know this. From now on, anytime you see an octopus, it will make you happy, because it will remind you of how good you feel right now. Anytime you see an octopus, whether it's live or a drawing, a painting, a cartoon, even if it's just the word octopus, it will remind you of how happy you are right now, just being an octopus. You've been an excellent hypnotic subject, and I'm going to allow you to wake up in your own time. And when you do, you're going to remember everything that happened. You're going to remember turning into an octopus. You're going to remember your tentacles growing in. And most of all, you're going to remember how good it felt. You can feel free to wake up whenever you're ready, whenever you want to wake up. And when you do, you'll continue to feel happy, because you'll continue to know that you are an octopus. Now go on, little octopus, and have some fun.